Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. So the biggest thing I'm going to be looking at this week, of course, the NASDAQ made new highs on Friday. I think a lot of what we saw was kind of the hype of Alibaba, and I'm a big believer in buy the rumor, sell the news. You can see the volume here on this, and you can see the squeeze momentum hasn't changed, even though we've had a rally. Like a 50-point rally, the momentum hasn't changed, which means that the price action is kind of crappy. So all that means to me, and by the way, as I'm doing this video, it's 9:30 at night on a Sunday, and if we look at the NASDAQ futures, they're down 18 points. And if you're going to have a pretty nasty Monday, it's going to start on a Sunday night. Now, we may wake up in the morning and the NASDAQ is up 5. You know, Janet was looking at her computer. She decided that, you know what, we're not ready for a crash yet, so I'm going to push these buttons and continue and make this go higher. But this is the kind of stuff that, you know, when you're down 19 points on a Sunday night can lead into something kind of nastier. So if we go back here, well, let's just look at the Qs. And all I'm looking at at this point is that, look, we had this hype leading into Alibaba. It came public, and now what does the market have to look forward to? And it's not much, and it's buy the rumor, sell the news. So it would make sense at this point that we at least do that. And in terms of a pullback, at least come down to the 1 ATR on the Qs, which is 98.77. If we look at that for the NDX, then that would mean a move from 4,100 to 4042. That's a move of 60 points. And if you look at the NASDAQ futures right now, they're already down 19. So that's not out of the ordinary. So that's what I would look at. And then the next question is that something that we buy? I mean, is that a good deal? I mean, is this the top? I don't think it's the top. I think we're going to get like a potential quote unquote the top in October, which I'm going to talk more about in the weeks ahead. But I think some of the stuff that we want to look at here is that what are the opportunities, of course, on Monday. And I think the main thing to keep in mind here is that if something is broken here, it's already been, if there's something that you don't want to buy, and I'm talking, of course, from a long perspective, then don't buy the stuff here that's broken. Okay, what's broken? Netflix, that's broken. Tesla, that one's broken. Priceline, you know, that one's broken. What's not broken? Facebook. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, this stock is running on all cylinders, and it's got 8092 written all over it. Okay, that's kind of like my favorite pick at this point. So on Monday, even if the NASDAQ gaps down pretty hard, guess what I'm doing if Facebook gets to 76.12? Okay, I'm going to be buying some calls. So in the premium video tonight, I'm also going to talk about all the correlated assets with bonds and yen and how they're impacting the market and why they're also going to be pushing the market down, at least in the days ahead. But look, I'm looking for massive weakness on Monday, potential turnaround Tuesday, but also just keep in mind that for multiple reasons, we're also kind of approaching the buy the rumor, sell the news phase of this market, and we're kind of entering that sell the news part. And the thing to look at, of course, is the correlated assets and the volume in this market, and we'll see if this volume was a you get the blow off kind of a peak, which we'll find out more on Monday. All right, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you at the next update.